with the Electric Light Orchestra. I quite like that last bit, a little bit of classical music there. I'm Charlie and you're listening to me on 107.5 Switch Radio. I'm glad to tell you that I now have my first interview in the studio, which is Matt from Matt's Missions. Hello Matt.
Hi Charlie.
How are you?
Not too bad. I'm all good.
You've just this minute walked in the studio. Do you want to just pull the mic a bit forward? No, not back, forward. There we go.
Just testing.
So how are you doing, Matt?
It's good to be here and good to be back home after being in Spain for so long.
You got lost on the way to the studio this morning, didn't you?
I did indeed. I'll blame the taxi driver.
You didn't get a taxi all the way here.
I did.
Where have you had to come from?
Not from Spain, from Stetchford.
From Stetchford?
Yeah.
I could have dragged you this morning in with me. You probably wouldn't have had to have got a taxi because I came in at 10.
I guess we'll know for next time.
Definitely. Right, Matt, you came in, I think it was about 7 to 8 months ago, because you've been in Spain for 6 months, to talk about Matt's Mission. Now, for people that don't know about Matt's Mission, who didn't hear the interview before, can you tell us a little bit about the mission?
Yeah, Matt's Mission basically came about in 2009 when my granddad got diagnosed with bowel cancer. He basically came round and told me that he was diagnosed with the cancer, and as he said it, he was smiling and pretending it was nothing. And it didn't really sink in to start with, and then a few weeks later I decided to play my part, do a bit of fundraising, did a bit of research and raised £700 at Asda, Small Leaf, and then decided to give it to the Children's Hospital as a one-off, having been told there was children there. When I met the children on the ward 15. And
you gave them all of the money?
Yeah, I basically went into fundraising and handed over the money, did a cheque presentation, and met everyone there. They're a great team at the Children's Hospital, really do look after the children, and there could be hundreds and hundreds of children in different wards there, and I knew nothing about fundraising, as I said before when I came in. It's just something I wanted to do to make my granddad proud of me, and we're really close, best friends if you like.
But it's gone on, hasn't it, Matt? You was going to do a bit, but it's completely took over.
Yeah, it's literally took over my life, if I'm honest. But we're 19,000 now, so in the past 4 years.
That's how much you've raised, £19,000. And every single penny of that goes to the children, doesn't it?
It is, definitely. As I said, when I started in 2009, for the first 3 years I was giving it to the Children's Hospital, the oncology ward, and then October in 2011 I decided I was going to set up my own charity, and I never thought it was possible. It was just another dream, a long list of dreams that I had, and it took 13 weeks with the paperwork, and then March just gone, we registered the charity, and 8 months later, here we are, 7,000 raised, and it's going strong, so it's all coming together really good.
Now, you're also on Facebook, aren't you, Matt's Missions?
I am,
which
yeah.
we will talk about that later on.
Yeah.
What type of things do you do in the charity? Now, we know that you raise money, but what type of events do you do? Because you wear fancy costumes, don't you, Matt?
Yeah, just for the charity, not for any other uses.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do Batman and Robin. I've got a friend, Gareth, who's one of the trustees. He saw one of my posters up about 2 years ago now, and I was advertising for the Children's Hospital, and he did Batman, and then he says, I've got a Robin costume if you'd like to do it, and I was a bit like, right, okay then. And to be honest, as soon as I did put it on as a trial, the kids respond really well to it. It does really make the smiles on the children's faces, and now what we do with Matt's Mission registered, we go in a Hummer with some of the children on trips, but before that we turn up to their homes and in the costumes and just make it special for them, so presents and things.
Okay, Matt, we do have a break coming up, but we're going to carry on the conversation just after this, so please don't go anywhere.
Switch Radio. Something buzzing you. How many pizzas could you fit in a postbox? What's the train journey time from Birmingham to London? What rhymes with orange? We can answer. Text QX and your question to 82085, and our squad of brains will send you back the answer, normally in 5 minutes. Answers cost £1 plus your standard network charge. For terms and conditions, see quext.co.uk. By the way, it's 87 pizzas, the train takes an hour and a half, and nothing rhymes with orange. Seriously.
That's Girls Aloud there with Can't Speak French. Can you speak French, Matt?
I can't, no, not French.
You can't speak French at all?
I speak a little bit of Spanish, but that's about it.
You can speak Spanish?
Well, other than, the basics, hola, everybody else.
Now, you've just been to Spain, haven't you?
I have.
Now, how long have you been over there for?
I was there for 6 months. I was in Costa del Sol for the first 5 months and then transferred to Lanzarote, so working with Thomas Cook as a kidsworld rep.
And how did that go? Did you enjoy it?
It was really good. You can't complain, waking up every morning to the beach and the sea and the sun and, you know, free food and free trips. So.
And you came back to England?
I came back. Obviously, Matt's mission's always in my heart, so even when I was away, that was at the back of my heart. So it was just a little break, really, I've been doing it for the past 4 years, and you know, I needed a little break away from it, and it was another dream I had to work with children abroad. So
what type of things were you doing as a rep over in Spain?
It was a kids club, so literally it could be anything from 55, 60 hours a week. We did chocolate parties, pirate parties, getting messy, and obviously the trips and things like that as well.
It's quite tiring entertaining children, isn't it, really?
It is, but obviously, like, I've always loved working with children. I've always done it. I've always, you know, been around my godson, you know, for the last 6 years constantly. He doesn't see his dad much, so, you know, I just love children, so which is why I decided to set up Matt's Mission and make them smiles glow with the charity. So yeah.
Dancing on Ice. Yeah. Tell us a bit about that.
The Disney on Ice. The Disney on Ice was on Saturday. Dancing on Ice is a good programme, just to get this.
Matt, take no.
You're not the only one.
Take no notice. I'm just with it today.
I think that's 1-1 with mistakes now. Me with the mic, you with that. Anyway, Disney on Ice. I came back on the Monday. Nearly been back 2 weeks now, and I found out it was on at the NIA. And I've been really pushing to try and get some children to go to Disney World. And it's such a massive organisation. They have so many charities contact them. And I'm not going to say it's impossible, because I will try and achieve it in the long run. But the next best thing was the Disney on Ice at the NIA, and I already knew some families when I got the tickets from the box office, and then the next day we took them to the Disney on Ice, so they all got a present each.
So Matt's Mission paid for it?
Yeah, basically the funds we raise at the likes of Asda, which we've got coming up in Chelsea Wood, Morrison's, that money that's banked, we then get a nomination come in, and that money is then used to do the trips, the presents. So every penny that is raised will go to helping the children, and it's locally based as well. So yeah, we don't see anything for admin, nothing. So it all goes to the children for the cancer.
So it's just completely for the children. You
Definitely.
Don't get a penny.
No, I mean I haven't.
Because some charities do, don't they? They take full admin costs and paper stuff and everything else, but you don't do any of that.
No, definitely not. And the thing with the Facebook, there's nearly 3,000 people, if you like, on the Facebook page. And
on your Facebook page?
Yeah, on the Matt's Mission one.
I didn't think there was that many on there, Matt.
Yeah, it's literally grown since I got back, because I've been pushing it. But there's also a supporting page as well. But what I'm trying to say is basically with the money that's raised or donated by them supporters, they're seeing where the money's going, because I'm able to put pictures online with the permission of the parents. They have to sign forms to say it's okay for awareness. And they're actually able to see themselves the difference the money is making, which does make a difference.
So on your Facebook, it's just Matt's Missions?
It's basically Facebook, bit of a pain they are. They won't let me put Matt's Mission because they don't let you advertise companies and things if you do a page. So it's actually Matt Denning, which is obviously my name. But if you put in Matt's Mission, you will still be able to find it.
It will still come up with your name?
Yeah. And obviously the website and stuff as well, which I can put on your page. So
what is the website?
It's www.mattsmission.co.uk. So they can find all the information on there as well.
So what is your long-term goal, Matt? What do you hope to achieve long-term?
Funny you should say that, because I have been in touch with the Business Link in the city centre. I'm looking to set up a shop, because we've got a clothes range out, and obviously have it as a headquarters as well. And within that premises, I then want to be able to do like a sensory room for the children to come down, a bit of quiet time for them away from the hospitals and things like that. But I think the long-term aim is to be able to take, as I said, just the children to Disney World. Just get on that plane and take them there and see these smiles. We do the one at Winter Wonderland every Christmas Eve. We did it last year and again this year. But that will be one of the long-term aims, and just to get the awareness out really. And
it's quite costly to rent a shop property. I mean, my brother did it. You have to pay for the lease, and you've got the electric and everything else.
Yeah. Again, that won't come out of any funds that are raised. The money goes precisely to the children that are nominated. With that, basically, that's part of my role, if you like, as the founder of the charity. I get on the phone, send emails, try and a bit of a sympathy vote, if you like. I'm not going to lie about it.
The government, the council, because I had to do that myself long time ago.
Yeah.
The council, I think sometimes, if there's a shop that's been empty for so long, they'd probably let you have it for peanuts if it's a charity and it's to benefit others. They're quite compromising in that way.
Yeah, I think again, with the council, I think they probably, like many other organisations, get so many different requests from charities as well. So it is, it's like any business, it is a competition. But myself, I don't see it as a competition. I do help other charities, but everyone is in it for themselves. They all want the same thing. And
you help other charities?
We do. I mean, I've got an event coming up for a lady that passed away from cystic fibrosis. She left 4 children behind, and we're actually going to be auctioned off, Batman and Robin, for a speed date. To help raise funds on this.
You're going to go on a speed date?
Yeah, we are. We're going to take some lovely ladies on a date as Batman and Robin. So yeah, that's coming up.
Where are you planning to take them?
Probably McDonald's. It's cheaper. No, I'm only joking. No, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe to Gotham City or something like that. But no, it's just you can't just have it serious. I know cancer is a serious subject, but a lot of people hear cancer and straight away they're shutting the door, or they try and stay away from that subject because it is a touchy subject. I think with Matt's mission and myself personally, I'm trying to inspire people and get them doing their bit and just put the fun into it as well, because fundraising doesn't have to be boring or a touchy subject. It is really it's good fun what we're doing, and the reward as well.
With the cancer that you've mentioned, a lot of it they mention more about the adults than what they do the children.
Yeah.
I don't really see articles about children having cancer.
Yeah.
But there's a lot, isn't there, Matt?
There is. I mean, as I said, before I set up or started fundraising, if you like, and then set up my charity, I didn't really know that children could get cancer, if I'm honest. And it's literally newborns that can get cancer, and when you go onto that ward and you're seeing them with drips and having treatment and no hair, and it really, really does melt your heart, and it inspires you. But until people do see that for themselves, they're not going to know how much of a difference it does make.
A lot of the children that you come into contact with, do many of them recover from cancer, or are they terminally ill?
A lot of them are life-limited children, but as I said, the children's hospital are fantastic, the work they do there on the oncology ward. I can't praise them enough for what they do for the kids there. But sadly, a lot of the children do pass away if they are terminally ill. They can be as young as 3, 4, even younger. But a lot of them, as I said, the children's hospital do an amazing job, and they do go into remission, they do recover from it. And obviously I can't cure cancer, as I said before, and I always say, but that's not really a long-term aim of mine, because I'm not a scientist, but with the money we are raising and able to put them smiles on their faces, it does make a massive difference. A young lad called Cameron Edwards, last year at my big event, we took him to the show at the Doug Ellis Sports Centre. He went on to pass away, sadly. But him and his family came down in a Hummer as a VIP guest. And
Doug Ellis, is that the...
It's in Perry Bar. It's a big complex there, and it's basically got a gym and a sports hall, and I turned it into a big function room, and we had a massive event for about 500 people there, and some of the kids come off the ward, but Cameron was actually on the ward at the time and not able to come off. He was really poorly, but the nurses there let him come off for that one night, and sadly he passed away. He was only 5.
It's very heartbreaking, isn't it, really?
It is. I mean, and it never surprises me either with the children. We had another girl, Georgia, the other day we took her to the Disney on Ice, and she's actually got a halo on. Again, it's not cancer, but she has this halo on. She'd fallen off a swing, and she's got bolts in her head and all around her body, and she was in a wheelchair. And another young lad, Kai, he basically got run over, and only 3, and he was on life support and things. So again, in the long run, we are hoping to raise a lot of funds and be able to help a lot more children with different illnesses, and hopefully eventually take it global as well. But for the meantime, it is a local based charity. So
great. So are you glad to be back in England?
I'm other than the weather,
you mentioned on your Facebook, that's the first thing you noticed, how cold it was.
Weather. I was told before I got onto the coach coming from Spain, why are you wearing a t-shirt and shorts? It's 8 degrees, not 28, Matt. And I was like, I'll be fine when I get there. I want a bit of rain. I got off the plane at East Midlands and I was freezing. So, not very wise.
Back in England.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Come here.
Is there a contact number? Is this you've given me a massive poster here, Matt. You've given me a massive poster here, Matt.
Yeah, it can't get bigger really, can it?
No, it's great. I'm going to stick that up in the hallway outside the studio. Do you want me to read that number out, or would you
can.
like
That's
to?
The charity number, and Emma Gregory is my admin girl. She will answer the calls. She's been doing great for me, being away, keeping me updated, and obviously Daniel as well, a partner who's disabled, the ambassador. But the number's on there and the website.
Yeah, so the number, if you'd like any more information about Matt's missions, the number is 07904 250-993. That's 07904 250-993. And what's your website again, Matt?
The website is www.mattsmission.co.uk.
So if anybody wants to donate, I mean, Christmas time is coming.
It is, yeah.
So, I mean, even if it's 50p or £1 or £5, £10, you know, the richer they are, I suppose, a little bit more they can give.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's not always just about the money, because we do work hard ourselves at collections, but if people literally think they can't give money, then don't give money. That's not a problem. Just come down to the events, help us collect the money, and just make a difference. And if you want to donate teddy bears, anything like that, we can pass them on to the hospital.
So when's your next event? Is going to be at...
the next event...
Is it Asda, isn't it?
It's Asda in Chelmsford. I had a meeting yesterday. They're supporting...
What date's that on, Matt?
That'll be the 1st of December.
I was going to say...
Sorry. Losing track of time and stuff there.
So, say that again. It's going to be...
The 1st of December.
Yep.
And that'll be from 10 till 4 p.m.
And that's going to be at Asda?
Yeah, that's at Asda Chelmsford. We had a meeting there yesterday. They're supporting, so that's great.
Right, that's good. Are the Asda staff going to get involved, are they?
Asda staff they're really good, to be honest. As I said, I did my first event in 2009 in Smallheath, and we had this meeting yesterday, and yeah, they're going to support. That's great.
Well, Matt, it's been great having you back in the studio. I hope it goes well. Obviously, I can keep informed with what's going on, because it always comes up on my Facebook.
Always.
And I do want you to put some more pictures up. You can. I'm quite reluctant because sometimes a lot of people try and put stuff on my, on my timeline.
Yeah.
They just want to put all their stuff there. So I've barred it now.
Yeah, I noticed
so
that.
have you noticed?
Yeah, I did.
But if ever you want to put anything on, then that's fine. I can put yours on. But apart from anybody else, it's not happening.
Yeah, that's great. Really appreciate it.
That's great, Matt. Thank you for coming in, and I hope to see you soon. We do have a song coming up for you now, and it's called Even the Bad Times Are Good. I suppose it blends in with what we was talking about, Matt.